We'll start with the opening statement and then some questions for Coach Gard.
Sure. Obviously, disappointed in the outcome. I thought two really good teams, and much like the game in Madison, it was going to come down to the last couple minutes, and a little bit of a flip of the script in terms of them making plays in the last 2 minutes, and us not only the last 2 minutes, but some other parts of the game. Not being as efficient as we need to be in the paint, finishing, and a lot of opportunities and left points on the table. And against a good team that's going to be pretty good defensively. You know it's going to be a lower possession game. You're not going to get a lot of free possessions back, so you got to convert when you have those opportunities, and we weren't able to do that. Put ourselves in a hole there. The last, made it a 2-possession or more game in the last 2 minutes. And much like playing against us, that's a hard hill to climb against Michigan. So John's got a good team. For us, we got to learn from this quickly, move on, and the wheel keeps on spinning. We got to get ready for Tuesday night. So that'll take questions.
Coach, can you talk about the difficulty you had with Charles Matthews down the stretch?
Yeah, second half. I thought we let him get too comfortable. I thought we did a decent job in the first half on him. He had the one layup in transition, but the second half we let him. He got free in the post on us, got some confidence, and when you get easy baskets like that, then the jump shots and the intermediate ones, the contested ones become easier because he's got some confidence, and the basket looks bigger. So I think we allowed that to happen in some regards, but obviously it's a credit to Charles too, because he made plays, and he's done that for them. He makes big shots, and once he got going, it was hard to stop.
Greg, you mentioned the troubles in the paint. What were the final totals? Did you have those? Did anybody tell you
16
those?
of 41.
Okay.
So yeah, 10 of 21 and 6 of 20.
Did you see a common theme? Guys rushing?
Yeah, I mean, not finishing. Not finishing with 2 hands, not playing off 2 feet, playing too fast at times, avoiding contact instead of initiating contact or taking the contact. Not finishing towards our target. So, found every way how not to finish, tried to finish. And we said in these type of games, when points are hard to come by, and you're going to be in a possession battle. Those are hard points left at the rim to swallow from an offensive standpoint.
Did you notice anything different about Michigan at the time?
No, I mean they're good. Obviously they've got good players, and we knew it was going to be a battle in Madison. We were able to make some plays down the stretch, and again the thing was a 3-point game, 53-50 with under 2 to play. Similar to how it was in Madison. They were able to convert and took advantage of opportunities we didn't convert on them. So credit goes to them. They did a good job here today finishing out a game.
Greg, I think Ethan had 14 points in the first half, 10 of which came in that opening 8 minutes. What did you see from Michigan defensively that really slowed him down for those final 12 in the first half, and then only 11 to score 4 in the second half when he was on the floor?
Yeah, I think, number one, he got his his foul there at the start of the second half, and so he sat and got him out of rhythm a little bit. But I think, trying to, you got a 6'11" guy behind you, and then they're pesky around it. So they're, Xavier Simpson does a good job at digging. He squeezed the floor pretty well. There was times where we over-dribbled, and we held the ball too long in that position and didn't move it. So obviously that allows them to collapse and squeeze the ball quite a bit, and makes it harder to finish. But we also had he had some very good looks that normally he converts on.
Greg, can you take us through your thought process of how to balance, how long to keep him out, when to bring him back? And when you did bring him back, did you feel, I think it was just a 4-point deficit at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get under the 12-minute media, which I thought we got to. I believe we got to. So I thought as long as we were within striking distance, and it never got to a 3-possession game. As long as we're going to stay within 2 possessions, 5 or under, and we were answering for the most part. We just couldn't get a stop. There wasn't a stoppage in play. I think we went to almost 9 minutes before we hit the 12-minute media, and I took the timeout just because I thought we were answering, but I could also see we were getting gassed a little bit, and we needed to try to get them out of rhythm, and I want to get him back in the game.
Greg, did you get a chance to look at the Davison hook and hold yet?
No, I haven't seen it.
What did they tell you when
They
were playing?
told me that they were tangled up, and then that they thought they saw a hook and hold as they watched the play live. They wanted to go look at it, and they told me that's what they found. So that there was an entangling of arms and then a clamping at some point. So I'll watch it on the flight home, I'm sure.
What are your thoughts on that rule?
I mean, I understand the intent. I understand, why it was all put into play. It's hard. It puts the officials in a hard position. It's hard to catch sometimes. It's sometimes just the nature of the game. It's a physical sport. It's a contact sport. So there are going to be hands and arms and stuff that get entangled unintentionally at times. And they're battling so hard, both teams, both players. And that's not just Brad specific. It's, I've seen a lot that don't get called and that they're hard to catch. And unless you catch them live and can ask for a review, it's just, I understand why they're doing it and what we're trying to make the sport safer. At the same time, some of these things happen unintentionally within the flow of a game just because it's two teams and a group of players playing hard.
Coach, can you talk about the difference that Teskey makes for them on the floor?
Yeah, he's improved so much. I mean, just from, we recruited him some out of Medina too, and his jump, what he's done in adding his perimeter shot, but also he's gotten better. His body has changed. His conditioning's gotten better. He can play in longer stretches, and he's gotten better with his feet. So he's better in ball screens. He's harder to get to make mistakes, so to speak. And obviously at 6'11", much like Reavers is for us, it's a shadow inside that affects some shots, but also the presence of him in there also alters others and has people thinking about where he is. And he does a good job of not getting out of position, walling up, only leaves his feet when it's necessary, when he has to. So it's a pretty solid piece in the middle for him.
Greg, there was a stretch there. You committed your sixth foul. I'm guessing you wanted to get him in the bonus, and then were you guys trying to foul and didn't call it, and you pulled it off? Because
the shot clock got so. There were specific guys we were trying to target. We were going to foul just anybody, but when the shot clock got that low, that's when I decided to play the last 10 seconds out rather than foul at that point and reset the clock.
Greg, I think Charles Matthews had 5 points in the first game in Madison. What made him so much more effective today?
Good player. I mean, you're not going to hold. I mean, I was surprised that Rodzikas didn't score in Madison, and then he goes 1 for 9. I thought, he would. We did a good job on him. And Charles, having the experience he has, took advantage of, again, like I mentioned earlier, some opportunities in the post to get some confidence going, and then allowed some of the side ball screen and action that they were playing him in to get some confidence. Because he had scored at the rim, makes those plays that they put him in the ball screen and the dribble handoff stuff much more effective when he's got confidence going. So he was able to take advantage of those opportunities.
Everybody good?
All right, thank you.